How many of you guys actually try putting on lotion and it actually dries your skin out? Does that happen to anyone else? Alright guys, let's talk about eczema. As you know, I have eczema. I made a video about eczema a while ago. I was really surprised at the feedback from that video. Based on the comment section, I realized how many people actually have eczema out there. And because of that video, a lot of my friends told me they also have eczema. As I've seen in the comments, a lot of you guys share the same feelings that I felt. If you don't know what eczema is, it's a skin condition in which your skin gets very dry very easily, gets agitated easily, gets rashes, skin flakes off, gets really itchy, you want to scratch it a lot, and when you do scratch it, it tends to get cut up and open wounds start to form and bodily fluids start to ooze out. It's a beautiful skin condition. Yeah, so my parents first found out I had eczema when I was a kid, when I was actually a year old. A lot of my baby photos and baby videos, I have a lot of rashes on my face, on my neck area, and it didn't take long for them to realize that it was the family dog. It was the pet dog that was causing a lot of these irritations on my skin and really flaring up my eczema. So I found pretty early on that I was allergic to dogs. It's also the reason why I don't have a dog now, and I have this guy. What's up? Yeah, but I don't mind being a cat guy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Growing up with eczema, I had very low self-esteem. I was very conscious of how my skin looked in public. So I hated going out, never went swimming. The chlorine would affect my skin. Going to the beach made it even worse because I thought salt, which is natural, I thought, you know, going to the beach would help my skin. It really doesn't, it just irritates it and it actually stings and makes it flare up even more. I avoided handshakes for the longest time because one, it would just hurt to give handshakes, and two, I didn't want to freak out people with the texture of my hand because it feels flaky, it feels rough and hard. And the most painful one of them all is having a girlfriend while having eczema. I couldn't ever open up to my girlfriends because I didn't know how they would receive the idea of what eczema was. It's the last thing they would ever find out about me. So when I was a kid, my mom used to take me to a lot of dermatologists to find some sort of cure or solution, a miracle drug. We tried a lot of these things called topical steroids. It's a very quick fix, but because it is a steroid, it's a drug in which your skin starts to fiend. Not so much a great fix after a week of being off of it, because it's not meant for you to use it all the time. It's gonna thin out your skin if you use it continuously. So you're supposed to use it for flare-ups. And let me tell you, after the flare-ups are done, your skin's feeling good, going through the withdrawal process of the steroids is one of the worst. It's worse than eczema in itself. You might as well have never put on the steroid creams to begin with. I think the worst flare-up I've ever had was in 2014 when it just came all at once. Eczema, as a lot of you guys do know, is it moves around. You know, it'll be on your hands one year, the next year it'll be behind your legs, and the next year it could be on your face, and who knows. In 2014 though, it was all over. I was pretty miserable. But through that though, I educated myself a lot on eczema, and I've come to realize that there's not gonna be a miracle drug that's gonna fix everything for you. Recently, I've discovered a couple of different alternative medicines that have worked very well, but still, I get flare-ups. Flare-ups will always happen. Eczema is not a condition that you're supposed to get rid of, but it's actually a condition in which you're supposed to find a way to live with. Part of eczema is actually stress-induced, and so meditation could help a lot. Creating positive vibes and getting rid of the negative ones. I also started changing my diet. There's a lot of holistic medicine behind eczema about how you can control your diet, avoid certain foods like eggs, cheese. I think for me it was tomatoes too. Now it's different for everyone. This is what worked for me. Medicines prescribed by my dermatologist, controlling my lifestyle through meditation, diet, and lastly is what you put on top of your skin. Growing up, my parents struggled so hard to get me to put on chapstick, let alone lotions for my eczema problems. It didn't really even hit me until my mid-20s when I started realizing, you know what, maybe I should put on lotion every night and having a nightly ritual to tend to a lot of my eczema. And that's when I started, you know, experimenting with a lot of different creams and ointments, steroid-free, over-the-counter stuff. And a lot of stuff that actually didn't work. A lot of the lotions I used to buy would actually dry out my skin, which is weird because that's the exact opposite thing I'm trying to get. Instead of moisturizing and healing my skin, it would agitate it more, bringing out the eczema. And so I've struggled to find the right lotions. My wife, Tiff, was trying to help me with my eczema problems, and she was like, oh, I tried this lotion works really great for me. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I'll put it on my face, and the very next day, my whole face is peeling, it's itchy, it's red, and I realized non-eczema people and their skin products do not apply to me. and I need a very specific product that can work for me. But recently Dove has come out with a new line called Dove Derma Series. They were nice enough to invite me out to New York to an event to talk about eczema and eczema awareness, and they gave me the entire lineup of their product. But my favorite though is this one. Tackles exactly what I have. Instead of irritating my skin and drying it out, it actually moisturizes and heals, and most importantly, it says right here, it's steroid free. That is music to my ears. So if any of you guys are sensitive to other over-the-counter lotions, I would highly recommend Dove Derma Series. You know, I met the team behind it in New York. They're good people, they know what they're talking about. I think they've come up with a really nice product line for treating skin conditions. But they also have other products for dry skin in general. Like, you don't have to have eczema to try some of this stuff. So if you want to find out more about Dove Derma Series, click in the description below. You'll find a link, and good luck to all of you guys out there with eczema. I hope your journey has a fulfilling ending. I know I don't comment very much on my YouTube videos, but feel free to comment back on this particular video. I'm more than happy to talk about eczema. And if you guys want more insider tips on how I'm personally living with eczema, feel free to ask away, and I'll make sure to respond to as many of your comments as possible. Thank you guys.